Please adhere to YouTube selected guidelines before viewing the content of this video. I do not encourage or condone any products, actions, or behaviors shown in this video. All videos are produced in a safe, professional, and controlled environment. Please do not attempt to replicate any actions performed during video. All actions are performed by professionals.
Alright, so today I'm going to be smoking a cigarette, but the thumbnail of this video is entirely inaccurate. Why am I making this video today? Well, the reasons are quite simple. Reason number one, I want this video to do well views-wise. And so as such, why not make the thumbnail of the video entirely inaccurate clickbait? Reason number two is because I think this is a funny thing to do. I'm making a video all about smoking a cigarette, but the thumbnail is entirely inaccurate clickbait that is literally just designed to get as many views as possible. Most videos with clickbait, most videos with inaccurate thumbnails don't acknowledge that the thumbnail is inaccurate, but this video is all about acknowledging that the thumbnail of this video is inaccurate. I think that's pretty amusing. And so as such, that's the second reason why I'm making this video today. And reason number three as to why I'm making this video today is because I simply put want to smoke a cigarette. What I've got with me today is a pack of the Lambert & Butler Original Silver cigarettes from the UK. I do suppose without further ado, I should probably go ahead and get this pack all opened up and get one of these cigarettes all out. And I should probably go ahead and grab my lighter, and I do suppose without further ado, I should probably go ahead and get right to it and get to smoking a cigarette. But the title of this video is accurate, but the thumbnail is completely inaccurate. I misspoke there just for a moment, but I saved it. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get my cigarette all lit up, and let's go ahead and get smoking. Yes sir, you know what I'm saying, I think the real question is, though, what am I going to be using as the thumbnail of this video? Now, y'all will already know because, well, y'all clicked on this video. But I, as the creator, as somebody who is recording this video right now, don't know what the thumbnail of this video is going to be. I have no clue at all what I want the thumbnail of this video to be, currently at least. And I think I've got a couple different options, I'll acknowledge. I could very possibly just use the classic clickbait method of putting an attractive person showing a lot of skin in the thumbnail. That would be an easy, simple option, but it's also a pretty standard option. And due to it being such a standard option, it is obviously an inaccurate thumbnail. And personally, I think it would be funny if I put a thumbnail on this video that is entirely inaccurate, but it looks like it could be maybe not clickbait up until the point where you read the title of the video. I think that would be especially amusing. So I don't want to make my video look like clickbait by any means. I don't want to make it look like the thumbnail is entirely inaccurate. And I think that if I put an attractive person in the thumbnail showing a lot of skin, that it would just look like clickbait. What are some other options I could do, though? I could take some sort of thumbnail from one of my other videos, edit it a little bit, make it look very dramatized, and then put it on this video. That would be pretty inaccurate because it would be a thumbnail from a completely wrong video, and it's dramatized and everything like that kind of thing. That would be another solid option, but there is one option in my head that is really sticking out to me that I think could work quite well. It's possible. I don't know if I'm going to go for it, but there's a lot of videos on YouTube of like cute animals and cats and stuff like that kind of thing. And there's a lot of like cute animal or funny animal compilations. So I was thinking it might be amusing to take a copyright-free photo of like a cat or a giraffe or an elephant or something like that, and to put like a really heavy saturation on it to make it look just a little bit more clickable than not. And then after that, what I do is I put a caption on it. And whatever the time this video has at the end of it, I'm gonna put like X time funny cat or funny animal compilation or cute animal compilation or something like that. I think that would be pretty amusing, I'll acknowledge, and I think that would be one way to make the thumbnail of this video not actually quite look like clickbait, or to make it not look inaccurate, but it actually is completely inaccurate because there's no animals in this video, there's no cute cats in this video or anything like that kind of thing. It's entirely inaccurate. This is not a cute cat compilation, but I think using a custom thumbnail for like an animal compilation or something like that could work quite well for making an inaccurate thumbnail of this video. But now that I'm really thinking about it, I think there could be one thing that would work even better than that. And it would be a thumbnail that makes this video look like a video essay. And I could even combine the cute animal compilation idea that I mentioned earlier with this video essay idea. And I could make a video essay about Hachiko. So Hachiko was like a dog in Japan whose owner left and passed away, and Hachiko ended up waiting at a train station in Japan for, I think, many years until sadly passing away. It's a more depressing story than not, I will acknowledge, and it's one that has been told many times, and it's one that I think making a parody video essay about could work for. Now, this is not a parody video essay, but the thumbnail would be like a parody video essay about Hachiko. And I think that could work. I do think that could work. Or I could do some other sort of like video essay, like maybe a television video essay, like a deep dive on the mental state of Gibby from iCarly. Was Gibby in iCarly? I don't know, but that could work. I would say I'd make a video with a thumbnail that says why Cory in the House is the greatest anime of all time, but that has already been done actually, so I don't think that would work very well in my favor. Just about done with my first smoke of the video. I'm gonna go and just stub it out real quick. But I could do some sort of like parody TV video essay about like an old Disney show or something like that, really go for the nostalgia factor. And I feel like that could do well, like something mentioning like iCarly or Wizards of Waverly Place or The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. I think that would work pretty well. I think I could even go for like 2000s cartoons and whatnot. Phineas and Ferb, there's Gravity Falls as well, though that's more 2010s, I'll acknowledge. I could go for one of those, but I think something where it's designed to look like a 5-hour video essay about like specifically like a Nickelodeon or Disney show or something like that. I think that would, in specific, work the best if I was gonna go for the parody like video essay sort of thumbnail format, like a deep dive on the schizophrenic activities of X character from iCarly or something like that. I'm not sure. I've still got fluid in my lighter. I don't know why it's not lighting. That's lit well enough. I will take it. What are some other options though? I could always do like a parody video essay about a YouTuber. I could go especially meta and make it where it's a parody video essay about my channel. But it doesn't, like thumbnail wise, it doesn't look like it's from my channel. I could always do that. That would be, actually that would be hilarious. That would be pretty amusing, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if that's what I want to go for, but that would be like especially meta and especially amusing. But I feel like it would also kind of not go in line with what this video is all about. This video is all about making a thumbnail that is inaccurate clickbait. And if the thumbnail mentioned this channel, then it wouldn't be entirely inaccurate, now would it? So it's one of those things where I do think that would be amusing, but it's not something as to whether I'm sure I could do that or not, and whether it would actually work for what I want. I really do think the whole parody video essay, I think that's probably what's going to work the best. It could be about like an early 2000s television show, or it could be about a YouTuber or something like that kind of thing. I'm not exactly sure, I'll acknowledge, but I do think that that could quite possibly work for what I want. It would be inaccurate. I think it would be clickbait that would be hard to tell as clickbait if you just click on the video based on the thumbnail. And I think it would be pretty amusing because it's not what this channel is about at all. And I just think it would be funny, frankly put, to do the thumbnail of this video as a parody video essay about an early to mid 2000s Nickelodeon or Disney show, excuse me. I just think it would be funny. I think it would work for what this video needs. And I think it would just be the ideal option. So I think that might be what I go for, honestly. I'm trying to think if there's any other options. I could, it'd be kind of amusing to do like, could do like a video essay on why oak trees are the best trees, or why birch trees are the best trees, which is a very controversial opinion, by the way. I do not think birch trees are the best trees, I want to acknowledge, but do a video essay on that. That's a controversial take. Birch trees being the best trees, that's a controversial take. But I don't know. I'm thinking a thumbnail that is guaranteed views, that is inaccurate, that is funny, in regards to what this video is actually about. And I think really a thumbnail, I really do think a thumbnail that makes this video look like a video essay about a mid-2000s Disney or Nickelodeon show like iCarly or Sweet Life of Zack and Cody would work best. I think it would, in all honesty. So I do think that might be what I go for, frankly put. I think that would be pretty amusing. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna go for that. I'm gonna have to figure out how exactly to make the thumbnail look proper. I'm gonna have to do some major research. I'm gonna have to look at some thumbnails for like 5-hour-long video essays. But I think that might be the idea, the concept that I go for. I'm almost done with my second cigarette though, and I think that is just about all I wanted when it comes to cigarettes for this video today. I've figured out exactly what I want to do for the thumbnail of this video, and I have figured out, what else did I figure out? I am a little bit buzzed, 2 cigarettes back to back, Lambert & Butler Original Silvers. They're not the strongest cigarettes in the world by any means, but they are, nonetheless, I would have to say, a moderate strength smoke. Definitely one that got me a little bit of a buzz, especially having had 2 of them back to back. But yeah, I figured out exactly what I want to do for the thumbnail. I think it's going to be amusing. I think it's going to be clickbait, but not obvious clickbait. As long as the title of this video is not paid attention to, at least. And I've had a good time. Figured out what I need to figure out. Had some smoke. had some nicotine, and overall, I sat here enjoying myself quite a bit for the last 15 minutes or so. Got a beautiful view in front of me, and I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video. I got no complaints on my behalf. Hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video where I smoked a cigarette, but the thumbnail of the video is entirely inaccurate. I've had a good time making this video. I do still think that this is a funny video to make, and so I'm very glad that I made it. If you guys have enjoyed watching this video, of course, make sure to like and subscribe for more content. I have my Instagram, my book, my merch, everything like that, all in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching. To the next one, stay safe and peace, and have a great one.